Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today you join me at RSPB Snettisham, and I'm actually here today on a bit of a YouTube filming slash recce. I've only been here once before with my son, and that was last year. And Snettisham is tidal, so when I arrived with my son, the tide was actually out at the time. It's 11 o'clock now, and the high tide is due at about midday, so I really need to kind of crack on. Now, one little setback already, I've got even further to walk. It's quite a long way to get down to where the beach is. In fact, it's a really long walk. Made worse by the fact that just there is a height restriction. So basically my van's right at the beginning of the reserve, and I've got to walk all the way down this road just before I even get started. So yeah, definitely got a long old walk. I'm filming on the Lumix G80 today, so the autofocus might be a little bit, but yeah, the G9 is just absolutely my baby, and especially with birds it makes sense to use that for the photography and use the G80 for filming. Anyway, without further ado, welcome to RSPB Snettisham. So I'm finally at the beach. It is absolutely blowing. It's blowing that hard where I had a little accident with the G80 on the tripod just a minute ago. Insert that footage. And yeah, the plan is pretty much to go behind me down in that direction where there's the hides. You can see the beach just under that way. So the time is now, it's almost midday. I think the high tide is about 12:30. So pretty much I think the vlogging is going to be next to impossible. So what I'll do, just have to play it by ear, possibly throw in some time lapses, throw in some photos, and we'll see what happens. So I've just spent the last hour and a half to 2 hours photographing the wading birds down on the beach. Now I've managed to get some really nice shots of some ringed plovers. They've basically turned into my favourite sort of wading bird, with just how interesting and friendly they can be. Also got oyster catcher, and the name of the other ones escaped me, but I will definitely put that, I'll put some text up here. So yeah, while all that was going on, I was getting a time lapse, but stupid me decided that he'd fill up his memory card, and if you fill up the memory card it then means that you can't create your in-camera time lapse. So I've got a nice effort now to try and figure out how to do it in DaVinci Resolve, so that'll be fun. But what's happened in the time that I've been here is the sun has sort of gone sort of from behind me and from the left, and it's now sort of just more or less in front of me to the left, and that means I need to now start changing, or thinking about changing, what I'm going to be photographing. Now as the sun is over that way, I want to be photographing things that are behind me. So what I'm going to do is carry on along the beach. I know there is a hide sort of on the opposite side of the beach, and it'll make sense to try and photograph some things over there. So yeah, pretty good morning, very, very windy. Apologise if there is any wind noise. I'm also sort of realised that not using the G9 with the Vlog-L was probably a mistake, because the dynamic range today is huge. We've got really bright sunny skies, and using Vlog definitely would have helped. So if any of the footage that I've shot on this in Cine Like D is a bit dark, that would be the reason why. So yeah, let's carry on. So I've spent a bit of time in this hide, and it's been pretty cool watching the gulls. Now I'm from Southend-on-Sea, and I thought that I couldn't possibly find gulls interesting because I'm so used to seeing them. Sorry, I used to live in Southend-on-Sea for about 30 years of my life. But they're actually really interesting. So I managed to get some sort of cool videos, some slow motion of those. I think at the minute, what I'm probably going to do is head back. The clouds are coming in now, and the wind is, in fact, it's even windier than it was. So I'm going to head back along the beach. Hopefully, I can find an avocet to photograph, but we'll see. Unfortunately, after leaving the hide, the wind picked up even further and ruined all the bits that I'd filmed after leaving the hide. Now, I did actually get my shots at the avocet, so stay tuned to the end of the video to see those shots and all the other shots that I got from the day. Whew. That is definitely a long walk back from the beach. So yeah, definitely something to consider if you're elderly or perhaps you're even in a wheelchair. With wheelchair users, definitely aren't going to be able to really visit this reserve. So yeah, learnt quite a few things today. The AF on near shift was absolutely invaluable for photographing the gulls. It was able to lock on focus to them really quite easily, so that's definitely an invaluable part of the new firmware update. But yeah, Snettisham as a whole definitely got some brilliant shots today, so I'm really quite happy with, and yeah, I'd definitely recommend coming here. So just going to wrap the video up now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Please also hit it with a thumbs up and leave a comment if you've got any questions or just want to show your support for the channel. You can also visit my website www.joe-marano.com. So yeah, I will definitely see you on the next one. Take care.